Hello, my vanity peeps. Welcome back for another episode of what I like to call Vanity Confidentials. Today I'm going to try out a new product, and it's been a viral sensation. So I want to see what all the hype's about. A little backstory is just so you know, going through this, I don't know anything about makeup. So through my 20s, I did like a bronzer and a mascara, I think. And then in my 30s, I don't think I did much more than that. But as I'm getting older, I want to put more effort into my appearance. So I guess, a lot of people go through that. You start seeing changes in your face and your skin as you get older, and it's like, oh my God, what's happening? And how do I cover it? So that is why I've started this, because I'm sure I'm not alone in this. Just so you know, I've done my skin prep already, which is huge. Everybody knows, or at least please, if you didn't know, always skin prep before you do your makeup. And what I did use is the Skin 1004 Centella face pads. I put 3 on. I let one sit on each cheek and one on my forehead like a mini mask. And these are the quick calming pads, and they make your skin so bouncy and soft. They're fabulous. I do that, and then I follow up with The Ordinary. This is Botox in a bottle. It is. I can't say enough about this. I put it on my forehead and underneath my eyes, and it's called Angeline Solution. It's wonderful, wonderful stuff, and it's cheap too. I think it's like $12. It's for Botox in a bottle. It's definitely worth it. And for my serum, I used the Bioma Phytomucin Glow Serum, and I followed up with my moisturizer after that, which is another Korean. I think everything I have here is Korean beauty, but like I said, I'm hooked, and I can't say enough about their stuff. And I believe a lot of their stuff is medical grade. Even like their makeup, I believe, is like through pharmaceutical companies. So, I mean, they've got really quality stuff. And it's affordable. So I used the Centellian Matica Cream Time Reverse, which is great. Also made my skin feel fabulous. So that was my skin prep. And before I show you the product that we're going to go over today, always have a primer ready. Today I'm going to use the NYX the Marshmallow Primer. It's hot out today, so I don't want whatever I'm going to be wearing to be down around my collar in like an hour. So definitely prime. I know I'm stealing this from somebody, but they say it's a crime not to prime. Well, I'm going to agree with them. So you definitely want to have a primer. So what I'm going to be looking at today is Jung Sam Mool's concealer. Foundation. It's a cushion foundation. It's lightweight. It's supposed to be like a skin tint. I have the travel size because I wasn't sure how I was going to like it, so I didn't want to buy the big size. It's super light, and what I love about it is you open it. It comes with a mini pad, and you open up the container, and you've got your cushion. You blot down, and then there's this little textured piece right here where you blot the excess off. I've only swatched this on my inner arm, so this is the first time I'm trying it on my face. You blot the excess here and then use it. So without further ado, I would love to see how this comes out on my skin, because I am not a thick, full coverage girl. That's just not me. I've even stopped using concealer because I feel like it only accentuates the thin skin underneath my eyes and makes it wrinkle, and I get excess and cracks, and it's not pretty. So I'm heavily dependent on my skin tint or on my lightweight foundation. So I'll give you a little bit of a show here. So I'm gonna just dab it a couple times. Get it on there good, tap my excess off, and let's see. Well, wow, that's nice. It's super, super lightweight. Because what I don't want is for my skin, my tan, to fade underneath and look too pale. That's another thing about the Korean skin brands, is that I found I have been able to find my cool undertones with the pink that I was talking about in my last video all over the place with their makeup. I have not been able to find that in my local drugstores or even like a Sephora or Ulta. There's very few. I think House Labs has like a huge amount, but I'm not spending $40 or whatever it costs on a foundation, especially when I don't like full coverage foundation. So if I'm not using this, my go-tos, my holy grails are Belif Skin Tint, because it also has my SPF already built in. This is a super lightweight skin tint that I really, really like. And my other holy grail is Smashbox Halo Skin Tint. It's also great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe that off. I'm going to prime. I'm going to put my full bead on. And I'm going to let you guys see how it looks at the end. So hold on. Okay guys, so now I've got the full face of the Jung Sam Mool foundation, or it really is a skin tint. I've got a full face of this on now. It's great. I love it. It's very light. I barely feel like I have anything on my skin. It went on great. It's a little lighter than I'd like it. It doesn't match up with my chest. So what I think I might do is maybe add a few of my Morphe liquid bronzer drops, just so that I coordinate. You always want to match with your neck and your chest. You don't want to have a totally different color going on. But for now, for the sake of the video, I'm going to skip that. And what I'm going to do is move on to my contour. 1 second. Another thing that I really want to get good at, that I'm a little nervous to do on my own, is underpainting. I feel like that seems like it's a time saver, and it just looks cool. What can I say? I want to look cool. So please, by the way, comment below if I'm doing this wrong, because remember, be kind. I'm learning. I've watched so many makeup tutorials, but the problem is 90% of them were by 20-year-old, maybe 30-year-olds. I know Erica Taylor, she's great if you can follow her. She does more mature skin makeup tutorials, because I'm not looking to do a huge winged cat eye to go to Star Market. So it's nice to find people that understand what you're looking for. So I highly recommend her. So for my contour, I'm just going to get right from the ear down, jawline, side of nose, bridge, and then forehead. So this will bring shape and definition to my face, and this is key to almost like a facelift in a bottle. And placement is everything. You always want to be stippling upwards, never down, because otherwise it's going to bring your face down, and you don't want that. So stippling up in the jaw. When you're stippling along the side, then once you've stippled it in, you can bring down a little bit, bring it down. And this stuff is great because it's like butter. It's going right in. I'm trying to remember who I got this contour from. This is Judy Doll. That's right. Korean. Shocker. This is Judy Doll. But it's a great contour. It blends beautifully. Again, blending up. Now, I know like on Erica Taylor's video, she shows a trick of like her fingers like this, and she does the contour like this. I'm so nervous to try some of these things out, but you know what? That's what they call shower makeup. When you're going to take a shower, experiment, try different things. And I still get nervous. Like, there's so many eyeshadow palettes and lip combinations that I want to try, but I'm like, that might be too much for me. I don't know. But I need to start doing shower makeup and start trying these things so that I can see what works. For all I know, I'm a diva. I could be a diva. A diva hidden in a middle-aged woman's body. So now that that's all blended in, my next step is going to be, like I said, normally your next step would be bronzer, but I plan on redoing this and just adding a couple drops of my Morphe liquid bronzer. So next step would be, okay, so I know I told you guys I don't use concealer, and I don't for obvious reasons, the cakiness, too thick, thin skin. But what I do try and do is just a absolute dab of peach color corrector, because I do have dark circles right in the corners of my eyes, right underneath here. So I try and just do like a touch, just enough to cover up and it doesn't look like I'm the Walking Dead and that I did sleep in the last 4 days. So I'll do just a skosh of that, blend that in. Now I've done my skin tint / concealer, I've done my contour, I've got my under eyes covered, so now I'm going to go in for my blush. So I'm using e.l.f. and, excuse me, not only do you get worse skin with age and gray hair, you need glasses for everything. So I'm using my Camo liquid blush in the color, the color Don't You Wish You Knew. Oh, I'm sorry, kids. Even these Coke bottle glasses can't tell you what that is. But it's a purpley color. So, we're going to go ahead, dab here. We're going to go ahead, and the placement is, this is super, super pigmented. So, I'm telling you, you can always build. Remember that. You can always build. You can't take away as easy. So, I do just dot, 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 dot. That's it. Start small, build your way up. I can't stress that enough, because blush blindness is a real thing, and I've been there. So I'm just going to take this, and again, stippling. I'm not doing anything other than just tapping all the way around, kind of moving it into like the top of my eyelid a little bit, right along the sides, into the cheek. And this is a really pretty color, especially for cool tone gals. No oranges, no yellows. It's just a really pretty color. And if you are cool tone like me, that's what you want. The purples, the pinks. You don't want a mauve. You don't want a desert. Anything that sounds like it's going to have a yellow or an orange, steer clear. Trust me. And all right, we got a dot there. And again, just doing the same thing here. Stippling, stippling, stippling. A little into the top of my eye. Get that into my cheek. Now, if you want to go for a more round looking cheek, you would place that lower, more on your cheek itself. I don't. I want my face lifted. So I'm going higher up and more into the side of my face. Again, it's an optical illusion. It just gives a lifted look, and that's more of what I'm going for. So, you know, if that's not your thing, definitely you want to smile, look for the apples of your cheek and place there. So now that my blush is done, I'm going to do my eyes. So I use Mystery Rosy Series Nudes 2. This has really beautiful nude colors, which is my hype. I'm all about less is more. So here are the colors. I'm going to use this pink that you can see. I'm already seeing pan on it, so you know I'm a big fan. And I'm just going to dust that all over my eyelid. I'm going simple. I'm not going to do any kind of crazy eye. I am going to do a video in the future with that NYX eyeshadow palette I showed in my last video, the Baby Jean. I'd like to try and experiment with that, but I'm very new to eyeshadow as far as that goes, so it should be interesting. So, like I said, I'm just going to take a little bit all over the eyelid, a little bit all over the eyelid. Now you can take a darker color and kind of get in the crease My eyes are hooded, so I don't really bother too much with the crease. I just want a little something there, and that's it. So eyes done. Next, I'm going to move on to brows, and then I am going to do mascara, and that's pretty much my whole spiel. So I use NYX, oh my god, I use NYX, the brow glue. This stuff's awesome. It's like rubber cement. Your brows aren't going anywhere with this. So, without further ado, always comb different direction, the opposite direction of growth. Get them in there good, and then up, 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 and curve. Opposite direction, up, and with the, then you want to follow along with the curve. So that's that. I'll pencil those in once the glue's dry. I don't go too crazy, even though I do have, like, you know, an embryo's eyebrow. It's a work in progress. Okay, so mascara. I have become a huge, so as I was saying, I'm a huge fan of this mascara by Dr. Mascara called Fixer. It's in natural. So it's literally just like an eyelash wax, and it keeps the curl all day. I use it plain, but otherwise you can use this and then follow up right away with whatever mascara you use, but your curl will not fall. It will not drop all day. So, but since I'm going for natural today, otherwise I do probably the tips of my eyelashes with like a purple mascara, which is kind of pretty, or just my regular brown. But always curl. Always, always curl. Make sure you don't pinch yourself. Something I've done so many times to count. You want to lift up. Count, count, count. I go till about 10 seconds and then release. And I mean, the difference between the eyelashes is unbelievable. I didn't used to use a curler, and then a friend of mine was like, "What are you, nuts?" So I just do a little bit of just clear to keep the curl. My eyelashes, I'm lucky there. They're like tarantula legs, so I don't need to do fake lashes or anything like that, which is good because yet another thing I don't know how to do. And with my blind rear end, I wouldn't know where to begin or where to end. So again, counting till about 10 seconds, and I'm squeezing back and forth. Squeezing, 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 and letting go. Squeezing, letting go. And bam, like that. I'm a model. So, again, put that in there. Put that in there. And that's it. Now, I will end my makeup routine usually with a light colored lip gloss. I really, really, really do. For the, you know what, for the sake of this video, I think I'm going to try a lip combo, a lippy. So, what I did pick is I have the NYX Professional Makeup Lip Pencil, and this is in the color Rose. So all the girlies seem to be doing this, not going along the line, the shape of their lips. They seem to be going like right over the top of the lip, down the sides, side, straight, and down the sides, and then smudging, and smudging. I don't really see too much of it, but it is a light color. So, hey, don't say I didn't get crazy for you today, because I did. That's probably the first lip liner I put on since I played with makeup when I was 10. And to really go crazy, I'm going to end with a clear lip gloss. And that is a pretty simple, hot as balls, excuse my language, day makeup. because there's really no point in putting on too much more when it's just going to sweat off. So that's it for today. We'll get into more in some of my other videos, some different stuff that you can try with me, because a lot of it's going to be experimenting. I haven't done it before, so you can do it with me, or learn from my mistakes like I wish I did. And but there's gonna be a lot of fun times, so I'm glad you came with me to do my quick makeup routine before I go out and run my errands. So thanks so much, you guys. Again, if you have any suggestions or comments, please let me know, because I do love the feedback, and I hope you keep watching, and I love you for being a part of it. Thank you so much.